They told her to leave before she even spoke. "This isn't a place for your kind," the manager sneered as laughter bubbled from the showroom staff. Janelle, an 18-year-old black girl in worn jeans and sneakers, froze under the crushing silence. Surrounded by Lamborghinis and Ferraris, she was treated like an intruder. But what none of them knew was that the very next day, her presence would shatter their pride. The glass doors of a Boston luxury dealership slid open, and an 18-year-old black girl named Janelle stepped inside. Her jeans were faded, her t-shirt plain, but her eyes shone with quiet determination. Before she could even take a step toward the glittering cars, the manager's voice sliced through the showroom. "This isn't a shelter, sweetheart. People like you don't belong here." Laughter rippled from a few employees, and wealthy customers turned to stare. Janelle froze, her breath tightening as if the air had been stolen from her. The polished marble floor beneath her sneakers felt like quicksand, pulling her down while every gaze pressed like a weight on her chest. The showroom with its glossy Ferraris and Lamborghinis had never felt more suffocating. Yet behind the humiliation, there was a silence, something the arrogant manager couldn't see that hinted the tables were about to turn. Janelle forced herself to walk deeper into the showroom, though each step felt heavier under the spotlight of mocking eyes. A pair of suited men smirked as they whispered loud enough for her to hear. "Maybe she's here to wash the cars." The sting cut deeper than the laughter. She paused at a Lamborghini, its polished surface reflecting her worn sneakers, a tiny detail that made her humiliation unbearable. The manager leaned close, his tone dripping with false courtesy. "I think you'd be more comfortable at the used lot down the street." Her throat tightened, the scent of leather and perfume suddenly suffocating. The customers returned to their conversations, leaving her isolated in a sea of indifference. Her fists clenched, but she refused to cry. She remembered her father's words. Dignity is never negotiable. Still, the silence around her was crushing. "What would you do if this happened to you?" The manager stepped closer, his polished shoes echoing across the marble. "Listen," he sneered. "This car costs more than your entire neighborhood. Don't waste my time." His words landed like blows, and the showroom stilled as though waiting for her collapse. Janelle lowered her eyes briefly, watching a droplet of water slip from a showroom vase onto the floor. A small, almost invisible crack in perfection, mirroring her own humiliation. The employees chuckled again, one muttering, "She probably just wants a selfie." For a moment, it seemed she had no escape. Trapped under every gaze, crushed by contempt, the weight of prejudice felt unbearable, as though she had become invisible, erased by their arrogance. Then outside, the low growl of an engine rolled through the glass walls. Heads turned. A black Rolls Royce Phantom eased to a stop, its chrome grille gleaming in the morning sun. The manager's smirk faltered. Janelle lifted her chin, a quiet fire flickering in her eyes. Something no one in that room expected was about to unfold. The door of the Rolls Royce opened, and a tall black man in a tailored suit stepped out. The room went silent as his presence filled the space. Janelle's father walked in with calm authority, his voice steady but sharp. "Yesterday, my daughter was told she didn't belong here. Today, I'm here to remind you exactly who she is and who I am." The manager's face drained of color. Janelle met his eyes and with a steady tone delivered the final blow. Respect isn't measured by clothes or money. It's measured by dignity. The manager stammered, but no words came. Around them, silence turned to shame. Janelle brushed her hand lightly across the Lamborghini's hood, a gesture of quiet triumph. Justice had shifted. If you like this story, kindly thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.